Welcome back. A piece of Pulaski history dating back to the 1800s. Yeah, the 1800s. Well, it's getting new life. The Calfee Training Center open to train African-American children in trades.
Yeah, and there's a dedicated group working to transform this building and the community in turn. So here with us now is Mickey Hickman and Colette Hash with the Calfee Community and Cultural Center. Thanks so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I understand the training center, it's been, empty for more than a decade, right?
Correct.
So what needs to be done to really make this usable space?
Well, it needs to be refurbished inside. I mean, the bones of the building are really good. The brick and the exterior look good. It was an office building for Magnox, so they did a lot of work to make it sounder, and so the school actually closed its doors in 1966.
Wow.
But the work that Magnox did kept the building in good shape.
In good shape, yeah.
Yes.
And good bones are good to work with.
Yeah.
So that's great.
So, and we understand this isn't just about renovation. This is about providing a critical service for the Pulaski area.
It really is. We're considered a daycare desert. And so one of the things that we want to put into our building is a daycare. And once it's finished, it should service at least 100 children.
Wow.
And so that's going to be very significant for our area. And then we also have our kitchen that we're putting in that's going to serve the community, that will provide meals for the daycare center and also for the community. Beans and Rice wants to use it. They want to be able to teach people how to use the stoves and how to cook in the oven and all of that. So one of the main things is the daycare center, but also we're going to house a museum there that's going to have all of the information that we're uncovering about Calfee. And that's a really important part because everything stems off of that.
Yeah. And can I ask, what have you uncovered so far?
I'll let Mickey cover that.
Well, we have a fabulous, remarkable history, but little known. And it goes back to two individuals in the 30s. Chauncey Harmon was a native Pulaskian that went to the original Calfee Training School, and a Dr. Percy Corbin. But back to Chauncey Harmon, he could only go to school to the 9th grade back in those days.
Wow.
And so he was an excellent student. His family opted to send him to Tuskegee Institute, where Dr. George Washington Carver was his teacher. He graduated from Tuskegee Institute, returned to Pulaski to become a teacher at the original training school. But after that first year of teaching, he attended an all-black teachers conference in Eastern Virginia, and one of the speakers he heard was an NAACP attorney named Thurgood Marshall. And Harmon subscribed to what he was saying, and Thurgood Marshall was looking for litigants who would change the status quo, gym segregation. And so Chauncey Harmon agreed to be a litigant. And so Thurgood Marshall came to Pulaski on the down low and met with Harmon and the rest of the Calfee teachers. One other teacher agreed to be a litigant, Willis Gravely. The school, the original Calfee school, mysteriously burned down. And I'll get to the end. In the spring, Harmon and Gravely's contracts weren't renewed. And so Dr. Corbin was a black doctor in Pulaski. He had a lot of cachet because he had served Pulaski in the 1908 through Spanish influenza pandemic. And he was very successful saving lives. He took on white clientele. And so when he said this was a shame about the school burning down, a new school, which is the current Calfee building, was built 1 year later. It burned down in 1938, and fall of 39 we had the present day building in place. Another lawsuit was happened with Corbin as the lead plaintiff, and 23 Pulaski parents agreed to be litigants. And this is, you know, in late 40s. And they lost the case at the appellate level, at the district level, but won the case at the appellate level.
Wow.
So it's one of the first victories for the NAACP in their civil rights
Yeah, incredible history.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, we do want to mention there is a benefit gala happening. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, on February the 25th, we're having a gala, and we found out last year it was very successful. So this is one of our major fundraisers. What we're trying to do is we want to get to the point to where we can break ground in the spring. So we have this huge gala, we have a live band, we have Chef T is coming to be our chef.
Very cool, yeah.
The band is Groove Control. We have an auction that is really important too, which is going to be online starting February the 23rd. People can go on there and look at the items that we have. We have a lot of original art. We have vacations that people have donated. We have a kayak that people have so it's really pretty neat, all that they're going to do.
Wow, it's a lot. It's incredible.
Yeah. Chef T, you have me at Chef T.
Yes.
Would you like to buy tickets?
Yeah.
I'll buy them all with Chef T cooking. No. So what's that website real quick? I know we just had it up on I actually have it up on the screen there, but can you just tell us what that website is, please?
Yes, it's Calfee, CALFEECCC.org.
And then
they can go on there and it will give them a link to be able to purchase tickets. It'll give them a link to be able to go into our auction.
Okay.
And you will also get updates on the auction, so you'll know if you need to bid a little bit more in order to get what you want.
All right, well, that sounds wonderful.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
It's a great occasion.
Absolutely,
Yes.
wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much.
thanks.
For coming here on WFX News.
Thank you for
Well, thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Yeah.
Yes.